Hello friends, welcome back to our YouTube channel Maths and Electronics Tutorials. In this video, we are going to learn about intrinsic semiconductors. So let's start with the video. Basically, there are two types of semiconductors, intrinsic semiconductor and extrinsic semiconductors. Intrinsic semiconductors. Semiconductors in the purest form are known as intrinsic semiconductors. They does not contain any impurities. Doping is a process in which we add impurities to a semiconductor. So basically, in intrinsic semiconductors, doping is not done. In this, the number of electrons and holes are determined by the properties of materials only, and number of excited electrons is equal to the holes. At 0 Kelvin, all electrons are involved in covalent bonding. So, the crystal is a perfect insulator. Let's take an example to understand what is covalent bonding. So, let's take an example of carbon. Carbon's atomic number is 6. Therefore, in first shell we have 2 electrons and in next shell we have 4 electrons. So now carbon prefers sharing. Since there are 4 electrons in the outermost shell, it does not give or take electrons. Instead, it prefers sharing with another carbon atom. So here you can see that this is a carbon atom with 4 electrons in the outermost shell, and this is another carbon atom with 4 electrons in the outermost shell. So this carbon atom is taking these 4 electrons from this carbon atom, and this carbon atom is taking 4 electrons from this. That is, they both are sharing the electrons. So now this carbon atom has 8 electrons and this carbon atom has 8 electrons. This is known as the covalent bonding. Now, at the higher temperature, due to the thermal agitation, some of electrons gain sufficient energy to break away from the covalent bond and jump into the conduction band, thus becoming the free electrons. So what is thermal agitation? Random motion of molecules of a substance that is associated with heat. That is, when there is heat, there is random motion of the molecules of a substance. Here, the molecules are the electrons. Now, the electrons that break away from the covalent bond leaves behind a vacancy, and this is called as hole, and it is a positive charge. So, we all know that when there is an electron in this space, and when this electron jumps to another shell of another atom, so there is a space which is left in the place of this electron. So this place is called as hole, and since the electron is negative charge, the hole is a positive charge. Electrons are always formed in the conduction band and holes are always formed in the valence band, and mobility of holes is very less compared to that of the free electrons. In intrinsic semiconductors, electrons that are free from the covalent bonds and holes are known as the intrinsic carriers. When intrinsic semiconductor is connected to the terminals of the battery, then electrons drift towards the positive side and holes towards the negative side. Now, in intrinsic semiconductors, let's take Ne as the electron number density in the conduction band and NH as hole number density in the valence band and Ni as the concentration of intrinsic carriers. Then Ne will be equal to NH is equal to Ni. That is, electron number density in conduction band is equal to hole number density in the valence band is equal to the concentration of intrinsic carriers. Therefore, we can know that the number of free electrons is equal to the holes. The most common examples of intrinsic semiconductors are silicon and germanium. So this is germanium atom. It have 4 electrons in the outermost shell, and since it have only 4 electrons, it tries to share with another germanium atoms. So we have another germanium atom with again 4 electrons in the outermost shell. So now you can see that since this have 4 electrons and this have 4 electrons, they both try to share. Now this germanium atom and this germanium atom both have 8 electrons and forms a covalent bond. Similarly, other 3 germanium atoms also share their electron with this germanium atom. Now, each germanium atom has 8 electrons, hence the atom is stable. The similar thing happens with the silicon atom. Silicon atom also have 4 electrons in the outermost shell. Its atomic number is 14. Now, silicon atom shares with another silicon atom. This atom shares its electrons with this atom, and now these both have 8 electrons. Similarly, other 3 atoms also share their electrons in the outermost shell with the atom. Now each atom of silicon have 8 electrons in their outermost shell. I hope that now you understood about the intrinsic semiconductors. Thank you for watching the video, and please like, share and subscribe our channel, and also let us know your comments through the comment section to us.